Hello and welcome to this presentation. If you just bear with me a few seconds, I'll just get set up. Okay, this is the NetLeaders opportunity on the Internet of Value. My name is Alex Kennedy. I'm from Maidstone, Kent in the UK. And for those who are interested and not from that area, it's about 40 miles south of London. I've been working online successfully since 2009, where I started part-time. And in the beginning of 2015, I went full-time. And at the time, I considered that to be the best business decision I've made. I say at the time because once I discovered the NetLeaders opportunity and got involved, I quickly found out that this has been by far the best business decision I've made to get involved in this fantastic opportunity. And I hope by the end of this presentation, you too will see why. So let's get going and let's start the presentation. The Digital Revolution 2.0. It's the Internet of Value. It's now possible for real assets, like money, to be digitally formatted and sent anywhere in the world instantly, securely, and at no cost. It's a new kind of global network. The simplest way to position yourself to capture the rewards of the Internet of Value is to become part of a private global network, and that is called DasNet. Now, I'm sure you've seen in the news a lot of buzz about blockchain technology. A lot of banks and financial institutions are starting to take a very keen interest and develop technology in the blockchain, and they're going to continue to do so. Many financial news outlets have been hyping the potential of blockchain technology, and with very good reason. So DasNet is all about creating a better blockchain, one that will have reliability, availability, scalability, and maintainability, all crucial factors in ensuring that the blockchain can play a viable role in all our financial lives. Because ultimately what we're looking for, all of us, is financial freedom. And the full realisation that the Internet of Value is where you can trade all kinds of assets over a specialised virtual private network without depending on any third parties. And that really is a very significant development in this whole business. So DasNet is a network that combines the best technology elements with optimal infrastructure design, an infrastructure that will give better performance and be far more efficient. And to put that in perspective, let's look at Bitcoin. Now, I'm a huge fan of Bitcoin. I was a reasonably early adopter of it. I got involved at the beginning of 2015. I certainly wasn't a pioneer, but I was a fairly early adopter. And at the time, the currency was valued at $235. And at the time of this presentation, it's worth more than $1,200. And that's in just a 21-month period. Quite astonishing. But Bitcoin does have its drawbacks. And one of those is the time it takes to complete a transaction. And Bitcoin requires 6 confirmations within a 10-minute period to complete a transaction. And you can get lucky sometimes and have your transactions completed within that 10-minute period and receive your Bitcoin payment, or or send your Bitcoin payment to your recipient in that time period. But it can take a lot longer than that. Personally, I've experienced twice in the recent weeks where it's taken 36 hours for me to receive payment. Yesterday I did my most recent Bitcoin transaction. It took 15 hours. Now, it doesn't always take that long. But I would say as an average, most of the time I'm looking at somewhere between 2 and 4 hours before I receive payment of Bitcoin. The DasNet blockchain that we're going to have access to and will be running, where it runs and mints and produces our DasCoin, that will complete transactions in 6 seconds. I'll let that hang there for a moment, and I'll say that again. Our DasCoin DasCoin transactions within the DasNet blockchain will take just 6 seconds. I think you'd agree that's significantly better performance and certainly more efficient. It's going to be more secure. It's going to be on a private blockchain, unlike Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies which run on public blockchain and are liable to hacking attacks. Ours are going to be far more secure because we're on a private blockchain. And as such, they're going to be more reliable and, in addition, will become far more scalable. So DasNet services will offer state-of-the-art blockchain services which are integrated with web services. They're going to be network services that have an array of encrypted data services. Very, very secure. Now we're going to have smart contracts, and this is a very interesting development. Last year, a new cryptocurrency emerged, like all the others on the public blockchain, but it did have access to a smart contract facility. And that coin reached a value of $20. And it currently still enjoys a current value today of between $13 and $14 for its coin. So, as you can imagine, smart contracts certainly got everybody very excited and upbeat within the DasCoin movement, from the owners, affiliates, advocates, customers. Everybody is very, very excited about the smart contract development. Smart contracts are legally binding digital agreements, similar to when you sign a contract with a bank or a financial institution and you've provided ID to verify who you are. Everything goes through, and sometimes it can go through in a matter of days, sometimes it takes weeks. And the crucial difference here with a smart contract on a blockchain is it gets executed immediately on that blockchain. Absolutely amazing. And it can be used for any transaction, from buying a property, a car, it might be a loan between two private individuals, or anything to do with your business. Basically, any businesses or personal transactions can be conducted. And this is really, really groundbreaking. And especially when you go back and consider what I mentioned just now about the cryptocurrency that emerged last year using smart contracts. We're going to have a blockchain as a service, which will provide a network of blockchains. And this is where another fantastic opportunity within this whole business has occurred. DasCoin operates on our private blockchain, but that blockchain doesn't just have to be used for DasCoin. It can be developed and offered to external sources, external customers, clients, if you like. And that can be a financial institution like an insurance company, a bank, maybe a government tax office, an education organisation like a university, anything that really has to keep a lot of sensitive information online, conduct a lot of transactions financially, and keep confidential agreements stored in a safe place. And that's the beauty of the whole DasNet blockchain. It's so innovative and different and interesting. Can't think of an additional word there. That it becomes very, very attractive to external sources. I'll put my teeth back in a minute. So as you can see, having a network of blockchains to offer out will definitely be a very positive thing, because it will increase very highly the visibility of DasCoin, and that in turn will increase its value. And we'll also have a spectrum of applications on the infrastructure. So the internet value is made quite simple. With a NetLeaders license, you'll be issued with a certificate, and that will be your proof of ownership. So DasCoin, and it's effectively a digital asset system that we're getting involved in with this business. It's not just about DasCoin, the currency, or even DasNet, the blockchain. There's also a mobile payment solution, DasPay. And DAS, as you can see there, DAS stands for Digital Asset System, and that's the business that we are effectively involved in. So NetLeaders is an ecosystem of digital value. And the centerpiece of this ecosystem is DasCoin, the currency. And running off of the currency and the whole network and the whole system, we have DasNet, the blockchain technology that I've just been talking about. And another exciting part is Das Payments, or otherwise known as Das Pay, which is our mobile payment application. Now, what is going to make DasCoin really accelerate in value and accelerate the high interest in it is by the fourth quarter of 2017, we will be able to see DasPay and use our DasCoins in over 50 million outlets worldwide that accept Visa and MasterCard. And we will be running on the same software that Apple Pay use, Android Pay use, and Google Pay use. And that is due to the very close relationship that a key member, a key influential figure within this whole operation, due to his close relationship he has with the owners of that company. And so they will be providing the software of which DasPay will operate on. Now, when Google Pay, Apple Pay, etc. are set up with their various individuals around the world, that application is connected to either a credit card or a bank account, and that is how those mobile app transactions are completed. With DasPay, it's going to be connected to our web wallet up here, and our web wallet will be where our DasCoins will be stored. So anywhere in the world, as I say, that takes Visa and MasterCard, and that's over 50 million merchants, you'll be able to use these DasCoins. So let's take Australia as an example, as it's the other side of the world here from the UK. You're in Australia and you see a lovely jacket you want to purchase. It's 200 Australian dollars. You go to the point of sale and you get your mobile smartphone app out and you make the payment to receive your jacket, and the technology, the software, will deduct DasCoin from your web wallet to the value of 200 Australian dollars, and that merchant will receive payment in Australian dollars and will have no idea whatsoever that you've just used DasCoin to make that purchase. All they're interested in is seeing the payment confirmation come through on their till or register, and the fact they've received the payment in their currency. And that is exactly what will happen. Oh, and by the way, all in the matter of just 6 seconds. And that's why DasPay is going to be such an important part of the development of the whole NetLeaders opportunity, DasCoin and DasNet. Remember Bitcoin transactions, how long they take, and that will explain why Bitcoin itself is only accepted currently in just over 150,000 outlets worldwide, and it's down to the transaction time. Remember, 6 seconds for DasPay. We have NetLeaders within the ecosystem. That's the marketing arm, responsible for the advocates and affiliates and the customers, and distribution and sales of the NetLeaders licenses. The web wallet I've just been talking about, that's where our DasCoins will be stored. We can use them via the Das payment solution. And later this year, we're going to be issued with a Visa debit card linked to the web wallet, which means we can then go to an ATM and withdraw cash in the currency of our choice. We have Das Financial, which is the new product development arm of the ecosystem. And as I was mentioning earlier about how external sources, external clients will be very, very interested and keen to utilize our blockchain technology, Das Financial will be an important area for that process to happen. And then we have the global ECN, the trading engine and exchange services. And again, a third area of the web wallet can utilize your DasCoin, and this is where you can trade them. You can sell them, you can even purchase some more if you want. And why wouldn't you, as the value keeps going up? If you buy at the right time, absolutely perfect. And that's the ecosystem of digital value with its centerpiece, DasCoin. So let's look at the people behind NetLeaders who've brought us this fabulous operation. First up is John Preto. John is American and splits his time between Las Vegas, lucky man, and Singapore, two great places. Singapore is a really important financial region, and it's where CoinLeaders is registered. CoinLeaders is the name of the company and was the original name of the whole concept, but that's recently changed, as you can see and tell, to NetLeaders. John's a very successful technology executive and also a very, very successful and experienced network marketer in his own right. And he'll be overseeing a whole network marketing arm of NetLeaders and, as I say, the distribution and sales of the NetLeaders licenses. Michael Mateus. Michael really came up initially with the whole idea and concept of DasCoin and the technology and the network. He's the CEO of DasCoin. He's American, again, born in the States, but with a Maltese family background. And Malta is where he currently resides, although he is frequently in all different places around the world. Very, very busy man on this whole business. A very, very experienced and successful finance and banking executive. And we're absolutely delighted that he came up with this idea and brought this opportunity to us all. We have George Sarcevic. George, yet again, American, born in the USA, but with a Serbian family background. And George now lives in Serbia. Interestingly, the NetLeaders customer service team and the DasNet and DasCoin software development team are all based in Belgrade. And Belgrade, as we all know, is the capital of Serbia. George is a friend of Michael's going back to their university days, and he's also a very experienced finance and banking industry professional. George's responsibilities for the web wallet, and as you can imagine, that is a very crucial role. And finally, on this particular slide, we have Terry O'Hearn. And Terry is the chairman of Das Financial, and their responsibility for all new product development within the blockchain technology. Terry is the odd one out here. He's Canadian, and he lives in the Far East, which is very, very important because, as we all know, the Far East were early adopters and are enthusiastic supporters of the cryptocurrency. So it's great that Terry's based in the Far East. Very experienced business professional again, and Terry has run many successful corporations within the technology sector. So 4 really talented and experienced individuals are behind this whole business. That's not all of them. There's one more. That's a guy called Blair Baker, and Blair was the chap I was describing earlier. Has the very close relationship with a company that's developed the software for the likes of Apple Pay and Google Pay, etc. And therefore, they will be doing the software that we will be known as DasPay. Now, Blair has more than 30 years of diverse STEM experience. Now, STEM isn't, we're not talking about the medical science of STEM here. We're talking about the other one, and STEM stands for scientific, technical, engineering, and mathematical. So he has experience in that field over 30 years. 15 plus of those have been in executive leadership in multiple industries, ranging from Fortune 1000 to Fortune 8 firms. And he brings a unique perspective as a business-focused technologist. Blair is a frequent speaker on the future of corporate IT transformation, and bridging the business the business IT divide, and security strategies for non-technical executives. Blair is a key figure in the development. Is also a key figure in the development of the DasCoin ecosystem. A very key and influential figure, and a real coup for NetLeaders to have Blair involved. So to achieve the goal of expanding the network, a referral-based marketing system has been built into the network software that is designed to reward each participant dependent on their impact on the growth of the network. So the more you do within the growth of the network, the more reward you're going to get, like any job, like any other business. And we have a spectrum of software licenses to offer, and they start at €100. There's 5 in total at the moment. There will be 6 soon, but there's 5 at the moment, and they range in value from 100 right up to €25,000. And each license will include authentication services, a digital wallet, and an amount of capacity within the DasCoin platform, which is measured in cycles. So the future of money, think about it. In just a few short years, Bitcoin, the world's first cryptocurrency, has attracted several million users and created over €10 billion in value. Now imagine the value that we created by the very first cryptocurrency that becomes adopted by the mainstream. Now I believe we've got that in DasCoin, one that's going to be eventually available in over 50 million outlets worldwide that accept Visa and MasterCard. It's going to be traded on public exchanges, not 1 but up to 3, during the second and third quarters of 2017, and has a blockchain technology that is second to none, that is by far recognised by technology professionals worldwide as being by far the most efficient in the industry. It's absolutely staggering, it's exciting. I can't think of any more words really to say this, but this opportunity really, we're at the very beginning, we're scratching the surface, tip of the iceberg, all those other cliches, but really we are, and the future is just very, very exciting. So come on, be at the forefront of this digital value revolution. Become a customer. And if you want to introduce this to other people, you want to make some additional money, you want to really develop a business that you can really get a sense of achievement from and be financially rewarded very generously for, then become an advocate as well. Don't sit on the fence. So many times we get offered opportunities, and I'm certainly not suggesting people rush into anything, but when people say that I want to think about it, they really mean they're just going to go off and procrastinate. And I've been guilty of that myself in the past. Procrastination. But if you procrastinate indefinitely, you're going to miss out. And this is one situation where you really don't want to be sitting in the harbour and watching that ship sail out the harbour and get left behind. This really isn't that business that you want that to happen to. Don't get left behind. Get involved, either as a customer or even better, as an advocate. So to become a customer, purchase a NetLeaders license. You get authentication, so your identity will need to be verified. You'll get authorization. You'll be issued with a certificate, and that gives you the keys, and I don't mean a bunch of keys to walk around with, but it's an online term, the keys to your web wallet that will provide you access to the DasNet blockchain so you can submit your cycles when you're ready to produce your DasCoin. And that's effectively what the third bit is, the capacity, where you receive cycles to use within DasNet. Be at the forefront, really be at the forefront of this digital value revolution. Okay, I'm going to show you some mathematical examples here of how to calculate your cycles into coins. I've got to make this slide a little bit smaller, I'm afraid. Technical reasons for that. I'm not brilliantly technically, so I have to make this smaller using a Mac to get my calculator up. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, so you obviously can't see this because it's got smaller, but this is a €100 license, this is a €500 license, and that's a €2,000 license. And the reason I've mentioned those 3 to start with is they are all entitled to what is known as one upgrade. Now, with each license, you get issued an amount of cycles, and I'm not going to go through every single one of them. I'm just going to go through the ones where I highlight the differences. So the first 3, you're only going to get one upgrade, and there's different upgrade levels for some of the licenses, but with the first 3 you get 1 upgrade, and I'm just going to use the €100 license on this example to show you how to do the calculation. Now with a €100 license you'll get issued with 1100 cycles, and as I mentioned you get 1 upgrade. Sorry, before we do that, I forget that we have a promotional offer on at the moment, which gives us an additional 10% cycles free of charge. So we'll just add those on, so plus 10%. That gives us 1210 cycles. We get 1 upgrade, so we double it, we times it by 2. And that gives us 2420 cycles. Now if the coin reaches a value of 50 cents after launch, that could happen on day 1, it could happen a few days later, it could take several weeks. We just don't know. There's no guarantees here of value, and there's no guarantees of time scale either, but it could reach at some stage 50 cents. So if it does, we times that by 50 cents, and by the way, I don't think 50 cents is an unrealistic target. That will give us 1210 DasCoins. So we've received 1210 DasCoins, and when you purchase a license you will see a frequency lock. You will buy a figure which is the frequency lock, and that figure will change every few weeks. So the longer you wait to purchase a license, the higher that frequency lock figure will be. So again, it's another incentive to get in as early as you can, because the earlier you get in, the more DasCoin you're going to receive for your license. Today's the 4th of March 2017, and the frequency lock today is 5.4. So with the calculations we're going to do today is on the 5.4 frequency lock. So having calculated that we've got 1210 cycles, we divide that by the frequency lock of 5.4. And you can see there that gives us €224 in DasCoin. Now we've purchased that license for €100, and if the license, if the currency hits the value of 50 cents, then we will have €224 in value, and we've more than doubled our license value. But what if the coin at some stage, and I'm sure it will, it reaches €1 in value? Well, we know that €224 is 50 cents, so we double that again, because 50 cents times 2 is €1. We've now got €448 for a €100 license purchase. But why stop there? Remember I told you about the Ethereum cryptocurrency that launched with just a fraction of the services and products that the DasNet blockchain has. And also it was on a public blockchain, but it did have a smart contract facility. And just on the strength of that coin hit a value of $20 and still trades today between 13 and 14. So I don't think it's unrealistic that over a period of time that we could say this coin currency would hit €10. Some would say I'm being conservative with that figure, but I don't want to go too crazy, and let's say €10. Well, we know this is €1 at €448 here. That's the €1 value. So let's times that by 10, see what it would be if it was €10. And you can see you've got a staggering €4,481, all on the back of a €100 license purchase. Pretty impressive, I would say. So let's look at another example. And let's look at a €5,000 license. Now remember, the 100, 500 and €2,000 licenses all get 1 upgrade. But the €5,000 license gets 2 upgrades. And with a €5,000 license, you get issued with 65,000 cycles. And again, you get a 10% bonus, as that's the promotional offer that's currently running. So the total amount of cycles we're now getting is 71,500. We do the first upgrade, we times by 2, and then we times by 2 again, because on this license we get 2 upgrades. And therefore we have 286,000 cycles. We know that the frequency lock today is 5.4, so we divide that figure by 5.4. And the amount of coins we receive are 52,962. So for that €5,000 license, we've received 52,962 coins. If that coin hits 50 cents, again, let's do the 50 cents example. If it hits 50 cents in value, our €5,000 license purchase is now worth €26,481. That's if the coin hits 50 cents. If it hits €1 after a period of time, well, we double it because we know 50 cents times 2 is €1. And it's €52,962 for a €5,000 purchase. And hey, look, at some stage it's going to hit €10. It could be in months, it could be a couple of years, who knows. But I don't think it's unrealistic to think that's a figure we can get to. So we times that figure by 10. I don't think you can fail to be impressed with this. That's €529,629 for a €5,000 purchase if the coin gets to €10 in value over a period of time, and that may well do. Bitcoin, when it first launched, was worth nothing. In its first couple of years, it got to about 31 cents in value. Today, and that was when it first started, by the way, Bitcoin, that was about 2009. And today, it's 2017, it's worth just over $1,200. I think we're in for a very exciting ride. But first, let's take a look at one more example, because we haven't finished there. We've got a €25,000 license, and you get 3 upgrades with that one. And you're issued initially with 325,000 cycles. Once again, you get the 10% bonus. So the total amount of cycles received is 357,500 cycles. Excuse me, sorry. So we do our first upgrade, times that by 2. We do another upgrade. And because it's a €25,000 license and we're getting 3 upgrades, we do one more. Times that by 2 again. And we're left with a staggering 2,860,000 cycles. And we're going to divide that by the frequency lock of 5.4. I'll take my time working this one out. €529,629. I'll say that again. €529,629. All for a €25,000 purchase if the coin, or if and when the coin hits 50 cents in value. Absolutely incredible. But that's only at 50 cents. At €1 we double that, don't we? Now we're over a million. €1,059,259. Just over €1,000,000 if the coin hits €1 in value for a €25,000 license purchase. Staggering. And finally, if we hit the real big time, €10, and look, I think there's a good chance it's going to go well in excess of €10. But let's keep it down. Let's not get too carried away. And let's say after a couple of years, 18 months or whatever, it's hit €2. Remember the Bitcoin surge, and remember what Ethereum is currently trading at $13, $14. So €10 is not unrealistic. We times that by 10. And now we have, God, how much is that? Good Lord, 10.5 million. 10,592,592 euros, all for a €25,000 purchase, license purchase, should the coin hit €10 in value. Once again, there's absolutely no guarantee here of the value guarantees or the timescale guarantees. It's just giving you an example of the potential of what if. And I've also given you examples of other cryptocurrencies and what they've achieved in a short period of time, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and look at all the assets and the products that are all associated with the NetLeaders opportunity to create visibility and ultimately value of DasCoin. And I think you, like me, should be incredibly excited at what's on offer, and can see that when I say this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, I'm not exaggerating in any stretch of the imagination. Okay, we'll go back to full screen now, thankfully. So cycles are what is stored within the DasNet blockchain system, and they go into the minting process. And we're going to produce a grand total of 8.5 billion DasCoin. That's the maximum that could be produced, and that's expected to be distributed over a 12-year period. So after 12 years, there'll be no more DasCoin produced. And once again, that's going to impact very positively on the value. And I shudder to think what the value of the DasCoin will be in 12 years' time. So DasCoin, your cycles, I should say, in the minting. Once you've done your upgrades, it goes into the blockchain, the DasCoin blockchain, into the network. The minting process starts, it's produced, and it comes out and becomes DasCoin. And they are then stored in your web wallet. And this is all eco-friendly, no harm to the environment, and it's not an expensive thing to do, unlike other cryptocurrencies. So, to become an advocate, register. You've purchased your license, now you want to get involved and introduce this wonderful business to other people. They'll be very pleased you did. To become an advocate, it's a one-time fee, a one-time lifetime fee of €90. And for a limited time, NetLeaders are offering this at 50% discount. So if you get in now, you're only going to pay €45. Remember, it's a one-off fee. You're now an advocate and can introduce the business to anybody. As an advocate, you're eligible to earn commissions from license sales. You're able to access the advocate back office system and advance within the education system. And what we want to do with the education system is teach people about this business, so when they're explaining it to other people, they understand it and they know effectively what they're talking about, and don't do any misrepresentations, which you see so frequently with online marketing opportunities. The education system, don't worry, it's not a complicated thing to understand. It's superbly put together and very easy to follow, and you will be glad you went through it, because you'll be far more knowledgeable when you have. There's 3 ways to earn: direct sales bonus, a network bonus, which is the binary, and a matching bonus. So let's take a look at the NetLeaders advocate compensation plan in an overview. For direct sales, you get a bonus of 10%, and that's paid on all direct sales of the NetLeaders licenses. So anybody you bring to the business who purchases a license, whether they become a customer or an advocate, if you're an advocate, you will receive a 10% bonus to the value of that license. And there's a 60-40 rule, which means 60% of that bonus is paid to you in cash and 40% in cycles. Now, it's nice and easy to work out at 10%, because that basically means 6% is in cash and 4% in cycles. The cycles is put into your reserve account, and there are additional cycles you have which you can will ultimately turn into DasCoin. So it's increasing your value of the coin that you hold. There's a network bonus, which is the binary, and again that equates to 10%, and it's paid like all binaries on your weak leg. A very, very fair, and I was absolutely blown away when I saw this, and totally delighted, I have to say. To qualify for network bonus, your binary bonus, it's a one-time qualification. There's no regular monthly targets to hit to make sure you get your binary bonuses or certain levels, etc., etc. It's a one-time qualification, and then you're qualified for life for network bonus. And it's a very, very generous level indeed. You need to achieve sales of €500 in value on your left and €500 in value on your right. And once you've done that, you are qualified for life for network bonus. And once again, the 60-40 rule applies. So anybody within your team that is generating sales, they're going to obviously earn from that, and you will get a 10% bonus on everything they've earned, a network bonus. Fantastic stuff. And there's also a matching bonus up to 5 levels deep, and that will pay you between 10 and 30%. Very simple compensation plan to understand, and a very simple compensation plan to explain, but an extremely lucrative compensation plan. So let's look at earning caps and qualifying levels for matching bonus. Very important to take note when I talk about the earnings cap here, but I'll go through first of all the matching bonuses. Now, important to understand the basic package, which is the €100 license or €500 in license direct sales. If you achieve those, you will receive a direct sales bonus and you will receive a network bonus, but on the basic level, you will not receive a matching bonus. So you get network bonus and you get direct sales bonus, but not a matching bonus for the basic level. Okay. To achieve and start on the matching bonus ladder, if you like, you need to be at the bronze level. And that means you must have purchased a €500 license or made sales to the value of €2,500. And as a result, as always, you're going to get your direct sales bonus and your network bonus, but you're also going to get a matching bonus of 10% on your first level. So anybody in level 1 under you that's earning network bonus, you will earn a 10% matching bonus of what they've earned on the network. So if they've had a good week and they've earned €1,000 on their network bonus, you're going to be paid €100 because you're on 10%. You go to a silver package, and that's a €2,000 license or €8,000 in direct sales. And you're going down 2 levels. You can still get your 10% on level 1, as it just explained, but now on level 2, you're getting 15% on everybody on level 2. The gold package is €5,000 license or €25,000 you've made in direct sales. You get 3 levels on the gold package. As usual, 10% on level 1, 15% on your level 2s, but anyone you bring in who are level 3, or anyone who is on your level 3 in your team, you will earn 20% of whatever they earn in network bonuses. I mentioned earlier there was going to be a 4th package, an additional package, and this is that one. Actually, there's going to be 6 packages there was originally, and this is a new package that's coming. It's not available at the moment, but it is imminent, I'm told, imminent, so in the next few weeks. It's a platinum package, which will be for €12,500 to purchase, or $75,000 in direct sales, and you get 4 levels on matching bonus with this package. Or this level, I should say. Level 1, 10% we know. Level 2s, we know we get 15%. And level 3s, 20%. But your level 4, anyone who is level 4 in your team, you're going to earn a 25% bonus on whatever they earn on their network bonus. It's getting crazy now. And finally, the titanium package. The titanium package is a €25,000 license or $150,000 in direct sales. You're down 5 levels, 10% level 1, 15% level 2, all your level 3s will pay you 20%, 25% on your level 4s, and a whopping 30% on anyone who's on level 5. So an extremely lucrative compensation plan, incredibly fair, very easy to qualify for the binary, lifetime, one-time qualification, and as I say, incredibly lucrative. Now, also to mention are weekly earning caps, and these are important to take note of. I'm just going to take a slurp of water, won't be a second. Okay, let's look at the weekly earnings cap. On the basic package, that is €500. euros. And that basically means that you are capped out. The maximum you can earn per week is 500 euros. And this is very important to take notice of. I'm not going to go through all 6 levels, but I'm going to go through a couple of them just so you get an idea and why you need to keep an eye on things. On the basic level, I say it's 500 euros. So you have a good week and you sell and you make 450 euros. That's fantastic. You're within your earnings cap. You've earned 450 euros. You'll get paid 450 euros. The next week you earn 500 euros. Happy days. On the earnings cap, so you get paid your 500 euros. But the following week, because you can tell things are getting busy now, people are doing well in your team, you earn 800 euros. Well, you'll get paid your 500 of those 800 because that's your earnings cap, but you won't get the other 300. And not only that, you lose them. You never get them because your earnings cap is 500. You've earned 800. Great, we'll pay you 500, but the other 300 you don't get and never get. So you need to understand that. And that same principle applies through all the levels. So we'll take one more quick look at another one. And let's look at the silver package. And for a silver package of the €2,000 license or 8,000 in direct sales, 2 levels of matching bonus, and we have a weekly earning cap here of €5,000. That's a lot of money. Come on, let's not beat around the bush here. That's $250,000 a year. Good money, but it's very quick. You could be absolutely surprised how quick all these things creep up. So you're someone on a silver package. You go down 2 levels. You're not a very active networker. You're okay. You're quite happy with the level you've got. You've got a quite nice little team. You maybe got 7 or 8 in your team. But of those 7 or 8, you've got a couple of them that are very, very good networkers. They're building good teams, and that's reflected in your earnings. And once again, we'll give some examples here. You get 1 week, you earn 4,500 euros. Fantastic. You get paid that in full, and you're within your 5,000 earning cap, no problem there. Next week, you earn 5,000. Again, that's fine. You're right on the money there, right on the cap. You get paid your 5,000. But things are building, and bang, sorry, went too far there. Let's go back. Then you'll get a week where you hit 8,000 euros. Things have gone really crazy that week. Well, you get paid your 5,000 euros, but those additional 3,000 you won't get. And you won't ever get them because you've hit your weekly earnings cap of 5,000, which we've paid you, but the additional 3,000 have gone, and they've gone forever. So it's and that applies all the way through. It's very, very important you keep an eye on what you're earning, because if you're starting to get near, or you'll think you're going to get to these figures or exceed them, but you're not sure if you're going to make any more sales or enough sales to get to these levels to move you up, then you've got to consider purchasing another license. So if you think you're going to hit 2,000 or exceed 2,000 at any stage in sales weekly, then if you're not making the sales, then you've got to think about purchasing a 2,000 license to take you up to $5,000 a week. Because if your networks are forking out, earning you 2,500, 3,000 a week, you don't want to be missing that extra money. And the same going forward. So very, very important that you take a note of your earnings cap, and as you move up your levels, you'll also notice how many matching bonuses you get in addition to your direct sales bonuses and your network bonuses. So recap on anything personally sponsored and license purchase, it's a 10% direct sales bonus. 10% of the value of the license has been purchased by somebody you personally have sponsored into the business. The network bonus is paid on your weak leg. This is a brilliant binary, this one. It's perfectly balanced. They don't normally look like that. And it's a full, you will have a power leg. And a power leg will be the one that's down here somewhere, and your weaker leg will be up here. And it's your weaker leg that you want to focus on, because that's the one you're going to get paid on. And so you work on your weaker leg, but it's important when you start in this business to build your power leg. And building your power leg means you need to put a minimum of 2 people into what you consider will be your power leg, and encourage any new recruits that you bring in to do the same. And that keeps the power leg moving for everybody. That means you only have to focus on working on one leg. If you've got to work on 2 legs, it's double the work and much harder. So remember that on the power leg. Put 2 in there, and then work on this side. Encourage anybody you bring in to do exactly the same thing. Everybody does the same thing. It's happy days. You've got 1 leg all the way down there, and then you can focus on the leg that you're going to earn on. Matching bonus goes down 5 levels, but let's just mention something here that some people may not be aware of, and I do want to emphasise this. Going back to the network bonus, remember it's paid on weak leg only, and just about every binary I know only ever pays you on weak leg. The only bonuses that you earn on your power leg are for your direct sales, and it's the same here. You get your direct sales on your power leg as well, but you don't earn a network bonus. But have a look at this. You do actually earn a matching bonus if you qualify for matching bonus, that is. You have to have a minimum of a €500 license to do that. If you do, you're going to get a 10% matching bonus for anybody that you have directly sponsored into the business who is sitting in your power leg. So anybody in your power leg that you're not earning any network bonus on, they'll be earning a network bonus, and on their network bonus you will receive a 10% matching bonus. That's only on your level 1s, only on your directs, because remember, on your directs you're getting a 10% matching bonus. So therefore on level 1 you get a matching bonus of 10%, and therefore on the power leg you will earn there as well. I said this is an incredibly fair and generous compensation plan. It's incredibly lucrative, and now I think you could probably understand why. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the advantages of being an advocate is you get paid weekly. All commissions are paid weekly. There are no ongoing maintenance fees. To become an advocate, it's a one-time lifetime fee of €90. And as you know, currently at the time of this presentation, there's a 50% discount on that on a promotional offer. So it's just €45 to join. Superb. There's no activity requirements. One thing I absolutely loathe about MLM businesses is when we have to do auto ship, buy products we don't need nor want. And this usually can be as much as something like, $150 a month. Really, really, irritating and unpleasant when you have to do that. There's nothing like that here. We do not pay any auto ships. No auto ships, no monthly fees. We've qualified for the binary one-time, lifetime, with those 2 sales of one for 500 on the right and 1 500 on the left, and we're done on that. Our advocate fee is a one-time fee. Nothing is revisited. Absolutely superb. We've got exclusive education resources. Learn this business, understand it, because when you do, it's much easier to explain, and you're also giving confidence to the people that you are recruiting. They're coming in with someone who knows about the business. Got valuable marketing tools. Here, like this presentation I'm showing you tonight. There's presentations like this, lots of videos, and there's always things being added in the marketing resources. So lots of tools for you to use to promote your business. Fantastic leadership events, and they really are fantastic. Really top drawer, 5-star stuff. They've had 3 so far, and there's going to be a 4th one at the end of this month. I went to the first 2. The first one was in Belgrade. The second one was in Dubai. I went to both of those. Absolutely amazing time, both of them. There was a 3rd one in Hong Kong, which due to other commitments I was unable to make. I was absolutely gutted not to get there. Everybody who went had an amazing time, and we saw that with all the videos and Facebook posts that followed that. And I say at the end of this month, there's another one at Zurich for the launch of the minting process. So I'm certainly going to that one and thoroughly looking forward to it. You meet lots of other advocates, like-minded people, incredibly positive, incredibly upbeat. You meet the owners, who are, without exception or exaggeration, the most friendly bunch you could meet. Very approachable, very transparent in the way that they communicate to their advocates and affiliates, and I find that very, very refreshing in the online marketing arena. So a truly, truly amazing business all round. So as I've said a couple of times now, come on now, be at the forefront of the digital value revolution. Become a customer. And why not go the next step and also become an advocate and introduce this business to others? This is not a time, really isn't, to sit on the fence and procrastinate. Don't miss out on this one. Get involved. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. The next steps, we'll get back to the person who invited you to watch this video. Very ethical company, and I'm a very ethical advocate. So it's absolutely the right and ethical thing to do. Get back to that person that invited you to watch this video. If it was me who invited you, then my details are below. You can see my NetLeaders, a link there for you where you can register. But if you want to discuss anything with me, best place to get me is on Skype. If you're new to me and you've got to make a connection request, then please mention DasCoin in the connection request, and you can see my Skype address there. But I must stress, if somebody else has invited you to watch this video, then please do get back to them. And that just leaves me to say thank you very much once again. If you've taken the decision to join, brilliant, well done, congratulations, you won't regret it, and you're in for a very exciting journey and a very lucrative one too. My name's Alex Kennedy. Thank you very much.